Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are Friday the 26th of December 2025, and so I figured it was time that I shared with you a bunch of houseplants that really made me happy this year. Now I have hundreds of houseplants, so the choice was really difficult. And although my houseplant collection mainly consists of philodendrons, I try to also include many other types of plants. Of course, it's winter time now, so some plants are dormant or might not look their best. But I hope that you will enjoy the 15 plants that I selected for this video. And as a bonus, I will show you at the end the plant that made me most happy this year. So stick around until the end of the video and let's start right away. Okay, let's start with this Begonia wightii, also known as angel wing begonia or polka dot begonia. It's a cutting of a plant that I bought years ago, and I think begonias are a good example of plants that really thrive in artificial light. And I really like the contrast between the front and the back side of this begonia. Next up is this Schefflera arboricola variegata that I bought as a baby plant. It was really cheap and I didn't expect a lot from it. I thought it would be a difficult plant, but this plant proved me wrong. It has actually grown quite a lot and I'm keeping it currently under a growing lamp, and that seems to be a perfect spot for this plant. Plant number 3 is the first philodendron of this video, and it is this medium-sized philodendron billietiae. I bought this guy in 2022 as a baby plant for 14 euros. So this is what 3 years of growth looks like for a philodendron. And I'm also keeping this one under a grow light. Next up is this variegated Polyscias plant that I also bought this year as a baby plant. And once again I thought this would be a difficult plant, but it's actually doing just fine. I'm keeping this guy on a windowsill and make sure that the soil never dries out. In spring I will probably repot it because the pot is becoming a little bit small. Next up is a plant that I really like a lot. It's an ant plant that I bought in 2022 for only 6 euros. It has a very thick codex with holes through which the ants in the wild can enter the plant. I'm growing it on a windowsill where it gets full morning and afternoon light, and it even flowered for me this year. Next up is my infamous mystery plant. It was sold to me as a Philodendron species Peru, but it's definitely not a philodendron. I made several videos on my channel about this easygoing plant, so if you want you can check those out. And if you know what plant this is, please leave a comment down below. And I really like how waxy and shiny the young leaves of this plant are. Next up is the Coleus plant. Now normally my Coleus plants in spring and summer are outside on my balcony, but in winter time I take them inside and I try to overwinter them. Most of them are cuttings that I put in water, and I really like how they add some color to my plant collection. In my experience, Coleus plants are really easy going, and when you put them outside in summer, they will definitely flower and give you seeds that you can use to grow new plants. And you can even grow them in a pond substrate. Next up is another philodendron. This is the Philodendron giganteum blizzard. I bought this plant as a baby plant in 2024 and it cost me 20 euros. I like buying plants as a baby plant since they are quite cheap, they don't take up a lot of space, and you can watch them grow for years. Next up is this Ficus elastica schrijveriana that I also bought as a baby plant. In my experience, ficus plants are actually quite difficult, but this guy is actually doing fine so far. Alright, next up is this Columnea crassifolia. It's a goldfish plant that I bought 2 years ago for $15 US. Now what I really like about this plant is that it's growing in a very quirky way and also that it's very easy to propagate. And as you might know, the flowers of this plant have the shape of a goldfish. Okay, next up is yet another philodendron. This is the Philodendron cream splash. I bought this plant in April 2022 and it cost me 24 euros. It looks a bit like a Philodendron Brazil, but the pattern on the leaves is slightly different. This plant gets full afternoon sun and it seems to enjoy that. Next up are my two monkey tail cacti. And once again I bought both plants as baby plants in 2023 and they only cost me 6 euros. And even though most plants in my collection are aroids, I really like having some cacti and succulents too. Next we have another philodendron. This is a Philodendron golden dragon and it's actually a cutting that I took from my mother plant. Now, what I really like about this philodendron is that the leaves of the same plant, when it's an adult plant, they're all very different. And like most philodendrons, this guy is very easy to propagate. And here you can see that the leaves have some sport variegation. And this is the mother plant growing up a growing lamp. Okay, the next plant that really made me happy in 2025 is the Rhipsalis plant. I have many different Rhipsalis plants and in my experience they are quite easygoing. They are also known under the name of jungle cactus and they are quite easy to propagate. This is a cutting that I took and I really like the green and red color on it. And as you can see, it also produced some white berries. Alright, finally, as a bonus, I want to show you the plant that made me most happy in 2025. And it's the Scilla socialis plant. Now, what is there not to like about the Scilla plant? The foliage is absolutely stunning, they are cheap and they are very easygoing and also easy to propagate. In spring and summer I keep these plants outside on my balcony in full sun and this year they all flowered for me. But since it's winter time now and it's actually freezing outside, I took them inside and hope to keep them alive until next spring. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and or liking this video. For now, I wish you a very nice day and I hope to see you back real soon on my channel. Bye bye.